like the idea. It's like you're wandering around town in your pajamas. And I said something like, there's nothing that tells the world that you've given up on life and you're just enjoying yourself now than wearing your pajamas around town.
Maybe one day you will see us wearing the pajama and shooting around when we go for excursion or day trip or anything.
This is Dan of Vagabond Awake.
𝐷𝐐𝐻 from Hobo Venture.
We're coming to you from Davao in the Philippines.
Yes, it's our first destination stop.
Yes.
Yes.
In the Philippines.
Yeah, so what do you think about Philippines?
I think the Philippines remind me more of South America than they do Southeast Asia, even though they're in Southeast Asia.
What do you think about Davao?
It reminds me of maybe Guayaquil in Ecuador more than it reminds me of Thailand or Vietnam or Malaysia. It has, not surprisingly, a very Spanish influence because the Philippines were
What?
a Spanish colony.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is can make sense because the place they have like Medin, the place that we went today for the bus ticket is called Kala.
Oh, the bus station?
Yeah. The address.
Oh, Candelaria?
Candelaria.
Which we saw in Bogota.
We saw in Bogota, Medin that we saw in Colombia.
Yes.
And they have Santa Cruz in 𝐻𝐸𝐵, and they have 𝐻𝐸𝐵𝐺𝐸 also.
𝐻𝐸𝐵𝐺𝐸,
Yeah, it's very Spanish word, and their currency also is called Philippine peso. It's
the
peso,
yeah. Which of course is Mexico and other parts of former Spain.
And today that dinner they have chorizo.
Yes, chorizo. And your dinner at the night market, you had tuna, which is like a ceviche.
Yeah, it's like a ceviche. It's like the Asian type of ceviche, and is the taxi driver say that you should try our Philippine sushi that he called Philippine sushi.
Yeah, and he had another name for it. He didn't call it ceviche, but I don't remember the name. But
I don't remember the name.
But it had a different cauterization. It wasn't lime and lemon. It was.
It's ginger and onion.
And vinegar.
And vinegar is a coconut vinegar.
Coconut vinegar.
They say it's coconut vinegar, but I believe they put any vinegar that you want.
Yeah. So, as you probably know, ceviche, like in Peru, which is the best ceviche in the world, in my opinion, this girl loved it. I'm vegetarian. Is cauterized by lemon and lime and garlic.
Yeah.
Which cauterization is just like a slow cooking at room temperature by an acid. And here they cook it with vinegar.
Also, ceviche in Mexico also is different. They put with a hot sauce.
Yes.
So I have tried 3 different countries ceviche. I still love the Peruvian one.
Yeah. Many surprises in our trips. If you've followed us for the last few years, we just spent the last year in Southeast Asia. Now we're in the Philippines, which has flavors of South America. But before we were in Southeast Asia, we were in Mexico and South America.
Yeah, Mexico, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru.
Yeah, which we remember quite fondly for those of you that have been to those areas.
So we have to talk about, so do you think that you were able to stay in Davao for 3 months?
Oh, easily 3 months.
Why you think about that?
It's hard to explain really, but what you quickly like about Mexico or Central America or South America, by the way, we'll be going there in about 3 months again, heading south from Mexico into South America. Please subscribe so you can watch us move. But is that it's not as organized. It's not as say as Germany or the U.S. or Japan. In fact, it's chaos in many respects. But there's a trade for organization, sort of for a relaxed lifestyle, if you will. And I feel that here.
Ah.
So, 𝐂𝐎𝐒 of 𝐂𝐒𝐓 𝐎𝐅, tell me what have you noticed about the Philippines? What have you noticed? What have you enjoyed? You've already expressed to me that you really like it here. Tell us about that.
The first thing is the food. I was taught that Philippine food is very expensive because I was in Cebu and Bohol before, and it is really expensive. Tourist area is small town, but when I'm in Davao, everything is different. The food is cheap. It's less than like $1. You will have the food. Like $2, you will have the food with a drink and desserts and a couple of things, and it's very nice. The second thing is, in Davao, you very easily to buy everything. Big shopping mall with big grocery store, and then they have like a photo shop, like a photocopy shop, like Photoshop, everything. And the thing you need to use for the house, a mosquito record, or the mosquito net, bicycle, everything. You can just come to the downtown and buy everything. They even have Chinatown here, and the thing is so cheap, but it depends on quality that you want.
Very cheap. So, the day before yesterday, we went on a beach tour. What beaches have you seen in the world that remind you of the beaches we've seen in the Philippines? Are there any, or what are your thoughts?
When we in the Dayang resort, the Dayang beach, and it reminds me of Colombia, Playa Crista.
Oh yeah, Playa Crista.
They have a beach, and they have a beautiful water, and they have a mountain also.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Anywhere else?
No.
No? It reminded me a little bit of the east coast of Mexico, like maybe Playa del Carmen or Tulum, or not exactly the same, but some similarities. The color of the water, the turquoise blue, and
I think the water is much beautiful in here.
yeah,
Yeah, but the sand is more beautiful in Mexico.
yeah, the Caribbean.
Yeah, and because the beach here, the sand, they have the
Coral. Yeah,
they have a lot of coral. So when you see me on the video, I'm walking is without a shoe, so it's kind of like awkward or anything.
Yeah.
But I believe that some of the place in in Philippines, they have a beautiful white sand beach, which is no coral.
Yeah.
Just only in Davao there is a coral.
Yeah. So, just a sidebar there. Mexico, the east coast of Mexico is an older beach. So the rock on the beach has more time to refine to smaller size. All of the Pacific Rim, where all the volcanoes are, that's all newer land, and so over time it will develop. Not in our lifetimes, but that's the difference.
Okay, so what do you think about the life here?
It's amazing how much the colonial time of Spain has influenced the lifestyle here. I think the people here, they have similarities physically to Indonesians, a little bit of Asian, a little bit of Spanish. They have all the mixture, but it seems like the Spanish culture has had a large influence here, even though it's been a long time since Spain was running the show here. And of course, the Filipinos, they have a completely different culture which they've maintained over the years, but it does have some similarities to the Spanish colonial areas that we saw in Mexico and South America. And so I would say it's sort of a relaxed, easy lifestyle here.
Okay, so we been to immigration today.
Yes.
So let's talk about the immigration.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. Part 2 of this video will be up tomorrow. Make sure to come back tomorrow and watch tomorrow's video, Philippines. What do you think so far? Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching our video. We've written retired cheap reports all over the world. Please stop by vagabondbuddha.com, take a look at the reports we have, and see if you would be interested in finding out how to live the international lifestyle for less than half of what you probably thought it would cost. This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, could you please like it, subscribe, or comment? Any of those would increase our rankings in the search engines, which would help our business greatly. Thanks so much in advance.